Welcome back to the News at 8. I'm Austin Reed. Earlier this morning, our crews were out at the Sun Up Festival near the Fresno Airport. Kaylee Kwashnick files this report.
My TV 53 was out earlier this morning at a special event in the airport district here in Fresno to promote local businesses and the community.
The airport district as a region of the city is something that's new to me, so I'm learning a lot today.
All right. What's next for this district? What are you seeing some of the big changes around here? Because it seems like things are changing.
They are, and I can speak specifically to the airport, that growth that we're seeing resulting from a significant increase in passengers traveling through the airport is requiring us to add additional capacity. So we will be launching a new terminal expansion project, which will be kicking off by the end of this year. And that's going to add additional gates at the airport that we can use for both domestic and international traffic. It's going to increase our ability to process more international passengers. We'll have expansion of our passenger security checkpoint, new baggage inspection system. So it's really going to be the beginning of taking us into the future of the airport.
The Sun Up Festival was planned in hopes of raising the awareness about District 4 and all of which it has to offer. The Vision Event Center, located across the street from the Fresno Yosemite International Airport, held the organization to encourage people to check out these up-and-coming businesses, as well as explaining the new features the community hopes to soon have.
The airport is owned and operated by the City of Fresno, but we are an enterprise fund, and what that means is that no local tax dollars go into the operation of the airport. The airport has to function as a business enterprise, generating its own revenue to pay for operating expenses and for the development of the airport. So just as many of the businesses around the airport have to generate revenue, so does the airport.
Local businesses of all types have come here in hopes to educate, share, and expand their brand to everyone. Fresno's District 4 is located on the east central side of the county, represented by City Council member of the district, Tyler Maxwell.
All kinds of local businesses, minority-owned businesses, not just in this building, but the entire airport district, bringing everybody together to come up with a shared vision for the future of one of the biggest economic hubs of our city.
And what's the goal with creating these hubs for the city?
When a lot of folks talk about economic development, they tend to think about downtown Fresno or north of Fresno, but they overlook the airport district, which is really crucial in generating tax dollars for our city. Thousands of people hired locally with the local businesses right here. So bringing people together to coordinate and figure out how we make an even bigger economic impact on our city by creating more businesses, investing more into our Central Fresno families.
A surprise donation of $800,000 was given to the neighborhood, in which Councilmember Maxwell is allowing the people of the district to choose where they want that money spent within the community. Some of the businesses set up booths where they sold their items like fluffy vegan waffles, fresh produce, handmade jewelry, a drone education center, and much, much more.
You can look around. We just have kind of some displays on things that go through, FPV goggles, the modules, the breadboards, it's a flying robot. Yes. It's a flying robot. Yeah. And that's where electronics come in. And I started right here in Fresno at Hoover High School. Okay. And I was in their electronics department. So I got my first industry certificate in a 10th grade of high school. Wow. So in basic electronics. Mm-hmm. So, and from there, it just evolved to all of this.
Yeah. Members of the Sun Up Festival wanted to highlight the multitude of diversely owned businesses as well as women-owned businesses that will be in the Vision View Event Center, including Vision View leaders. Live music, fresh produce, food trucks, and even goats were in attendance at the event today. Vision View has provided ample examples of how the community could thrive off of local businesses and grow for not only our future, but for generations to come.
Because of a vision that Lanisha Senegal had with Vision View. And so with that, I want to just pass it on to her for giving us the opportunity to be here today at the Sun Up Festival. And thank you. Thank you for having us.
And what are the goals here for the community and that you see in the plan for Vision View of all the setup?
Yeah, so as we're developing, in fact, here's a map. I don't know if you can see that on the calendar there, but in the camera there. But the idea is to really create a spurring economy here in the airport district, a business economy. So there's a number of businesses that have there's a number of assets here where we have, our hotels, we have our restaurants, we have, comedy shows, so a lot of entertainment, a lot of social networking experiences, leisure, art space. So art hops beginning third Thursdays of the month, starting in September. Just really, again, creating that, that experience where our community has another area in which they can come and be a part of the bustling activities that's happening here in the airport district.
And as you saw in that video, I was out there as well. It was a great time. Thank you to everybody that showed up. And our thanks to our videographer, Marcus Esparzo. We've got a recap of last night's Fresno Bulldogs game. That's next.